to do that too.
Can somebody teach me how to use the soaker hose?
Yeah.
But then I'd have to buy one. Walgreens is
Yeah.
expensive. Yeah, Bonnie, Walgreens is expensive. It can be expensive, but they'll have it. And I won't
Mm-mm.
spend $100 if I go in there. That's the thing. That's the thing about Walmart that gets me. If I walk in the store, I cannot walk out without spending $100. If I walk in Walgreens, I will walk out and will only buy that one item.
Because
Even
you
if
know
I pay a
it's
little bit,
expensive.
even if I pay a little bit more for it, I didn't spend $100.
A lot of people say they got home.
Walgreens take coupons.
They do. And if you
Yes, they
shop
do.
right, you can get what you call it, credit or whatever.
Yep. Hey,
Mhm.
GT, check your email, GT.
Mona, you sending out links to people.
I asked you. I asked you, and
No,
you
no, no,
told
no, no,
me,
no, 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 no. Back it up. You said, "Can I share this out?" You
"Oh,
didn't say, "Can I send links out?"
oh,
You want us to
well,
leave
No, I thought I
oh,
sent you a link.
after mama? I
She
kept
kicking us
looking.
off, Georgia Peach
I think,
Nut.
huh? I go back in my chair and sit down and watch y'all on my phone.
No, ma'am. I don't want y'all to leave. I'm just asking her because I was like, I didn't, because I didn't even send Mona a link.
so
I heard
didn't."
all that because I was like mama wondering what was going on, but I was sitting in the chair. I was like, yes,
I was
Teresa. And
tired. Y'all don't know. I was tired. I had a busy day yesterday.
it's
I was,
okay. Boo. It's
didn't y'all see me go live yesterday?
okay. Yeah, I saw you.
I
Yeah.
went live in the middle of the day. I was awake in the
Oh,
middle of the
look
day.
at
First of all,
let me
that's
watch
the
your
first thing.
TV.
I was
I
And
saw
awake.
your
you was
video.
cooking.
And
I
she
was
was
cooking
cooking.
and
Yes,
cleaning
Uh-huh.
you were.
and
You were. I
doing
was
all
impressed.
the things. Mona, I should have sent you a picture of my kitchen table because I cleaned off that table.
And you
What?
showed your tree. It was
Oh
so
wow.
pretty
What
on the
Hmm.
tree?
shore.
Oh,
On
yes.
Yeah. The
when you
fig
bought it,
tree,
it had all
right?
those blooms.
1-800 spending
The my
problem.
what
Hey,
you
I
call
do
it?
look. Thank for that number because I sure need to call because I do my spending in the middle of the night.
What you say?
Oh, you mean my kumquat?
Girl, it has a lot of blooms on it.
It's got fruit on it, honey. You wait. You just wait till this
No,
week.
I
Mine
was
got fruit
jealous.
and
I was
flowers on
jealous
it.
that man. I'm like,
I
where
thought
she
it was
get
a
that from
fig
with
tree
all
you
those
showed,
blooms on it?
Felicia.
I
I
did
was
show a fig tree too, but I showed
Oh,
my kumquat in a short that
you
it
yeah.
said
was
peach
like,
tree.
what did I do?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I bought another tree. It is full of fruit. The It is
Wow.
full of fruit,
Where did you
ma'am.
get it from?
Wow.
Texas.
Oh, you when you was out there with that lady right now.
That lady.
That one right there, huh? She'll make you hurt yourself
Serena.
also.
Email Duval. She says she has marigold seeds.
Mm.
She said
She
she
going
have
down the wrong
marigold
way.
seeds, but my
Hmm.
black diamond watermelon is an actual plant, which is why I'm trying to find 4 marigold plants to transplant with the
Uh,
watermelon. She got the seeds. She want the plant.
GT Junior.
We got home cooked
Hey, F
eggs for
Aura.
someone to show Mason. Oh, did she
R
make you
F
want some
Aura.
eggs, little Lego?
Yeah,
Hey,
she was just talking about
GT.
eating eggs and grits and bacon
GT was
and
in them
toast.
YouTube streets today.
No, no grits, just eggs.
I'm just ad libbing.
That's the thing. Mama said that with that 3 eggs is a lot of eggs, but I'm like, it's not a lot when you don't eat nothing but eggs. If you don't have no potatoes or no toast or no grits or nothing to go with it, it's just eggs. Three is not a
You
lot.
want no toast with no jelly toast?
No, ma'am. I'm trying to cut back on the sugar, and I ate cornbread yesterday, so I can't have no bread for like 3 months.
3 months.
I don't eat bread. She said I don't eat bread.
I don't either, but 3 months, maybe a week.
No, ma'am. I
It'll be
cannot have
gone.
no bread in my life.
It'll be
You could go
gone
that
in
long
about a
without
couple of
bread?
days.
Okay.
I can. I can go longer than that
You
without
stop
bread.
playing. I want some toast right now with some butter and grape jelly. You just touched my heart. Stop playing.
And some jelly.
Mm.
And
I
I
was
made
going,
watermelon rind preserves yesterday that I can't eat because it's got sugar
Oh,
in it.
well, why did you make it?
Well, I can't
hey,
help myself.
TT.
I grow stuff. I buy stuff. I don't like throwing away nothing. So I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it, and
You
eventually
use
I
it,
will
but
eat it.
are
3
you gonna
months
eat
from
it?
now?
Are you gonna eat
Eventually,
it?
it'll keep. That's why I put
What you
it'll
eat, now,
keep.
Felicia? What you eat,
Guess what
Felicia?
I made this morning?
I'm
What?
eating eggs. I told you. Look,
I made some strawberry
eggs,
syrup.
scrambled eggs.
Oh,
Hey, GT, come get him. Come get him.
Scrambled eggs with the spoon because I like to eat my eggs out of a
Oh, I
bowl
made
with a
eggs.
spoon.
I made
All
eggs.
the people
You
on
made
and
YouTube who go
18
to other
eggs.
channels and cannot eat on those other channels. Did I do something?
I
Oh,
don't think so. What?
I think I stopped the cam. Okay. I
Oh,
don't know. How did I
Yeah,
do
that's
that?
what you did.
I see you.
and guess what I found today? Guess what I harvested today? I got my first beans today.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
really?
oh.
I
What
had
kind of
the
bean?
they were some yellow beans. I forget what kind. I was just
Yellow
dropping
wax.
some bean seeds, one of those mixed packs
She
with
a
the beans
chaos
in it.
gardener.
Yeah, them beans was definitely some chaos throwing.
A
Mm.
chaos gardener. She just throw them out there. What come up, come up.
I
I made
did,
some
I did.
strawberry syrup.
I was tired of them dying, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna put all these out.
And see what happened. That's
That's what
right.
I was
That's
going to
right.
tell
That's
you,
how you
Mona.
do it.
Huh?
That
Them
stuff I
mangoes.
made last night, you could use that as a topping on ice cream.
Ooh.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh.
I was
Oh, the
Look,
looking
strawberry
at
preserve.
the watermelon rind.
Oh,
Oh, that'd
Girl.
be, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I
oh.
was
That'd
thinking
be
about
good
it.
on some vanilla
I
ice
should have
cream.
pureed some of it and put it in the dehydrator and made like fruit roll up.
oh, that would
Mm,
be good.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
that sound good. But
Okay.
that's a lot of sugar.
Y'all want a taste of these eggs?
Go
Now
somewhere,
y'all,
please.
it's
Go
an
somewhere,
hour
please.
and a half later. I'm still eating these
Not if
eggs.
you ain't got
Aren't
no
they
grits
cold?
or fried fish or toast with butter and jelly.
They're cold. I've been sitting here with them right here for it's an hour and a half later. Yeah, they're cold. They're not bad.
Uh-uh.
I
I
can't
don't
eat
even
no
like
cold
old
eggs.
eggs.
Nah, I can't
They're
do it.
good.
Nah,
Close
Okay,
enough.
you know, cold egg.
nope,
Heck
I
no.
didn't
Oh,
nope.
even.
crank myself up.
Y'all are
Me neither,
funny.
GT.
Y'all ain't never been hungry. Y'all ain't never been hungry a day in your
Don't
life.
plan to
Over
be
there talking
hungry.
about what you can't eat.
18 eggs
And
is
don't plan to be. That's
Oh,
right.
I eat it all. Yeah, for
18
Get
sure.
eggs.
hungry. Get hungry. You'll eat
Oh,
some.
I will.
You'll eat some cold eggs and be thankful for them.
Uh-uh.
My children would say, "I can't eat that." I'm like, okay.
I
Mm-hmm.
actually didn't even start eating eggs till I became an adult. I never liked them as a teenager. Mm-mm.
My youngest son didn't eat eggs. Well, he didn't like eggs. I shouldn't say he didn't eat them. He would eat them
My daughter was
because
allergic
I
to
would
them.
make cheese grits and I would mix his eggs in with it,
Mm-hmm.
and he would eat the
Oh.
grits.
Oh, somebody
Um,
gave me a glamour planner a nice compliment. We talked about leaving. They say stay. We like y'all.
Huh? What happened?
When we talked about leaving, when Felicia
Blue
was like,
Lego.
"Mama sending out all these invitations," like I was like, "Do you want us to go?" And she was like, "No." So Jane Doe say Georgia Peach and the glamour planner stay. We like y'all. So
Blue Lego. Did you say you just made 18 scrambled eggs?
For what and for who?
Are you wait a
For
minute,
him and one other person.
are you a carnivore? Because that sounds like a carnivore meal to me. 'Cause
18 eggs?
yeah,
scrambled it.
That sounds
Is
like
that too
a
many?
Hmm. So you
That's
have to sit
cardiac
up
arrest
straight,
right there.
Little
sleep.
Lego says
But
when
why am I
Who
judging
is
somebody
that?
about 18 eggs when I can eat 4 of the strawberry shortcake little Debbie cakes? Them ain't good for you.
That's two
I
different
can't
types
judge
of
nobody. I
eggs
did
is
not realize that there was more jellies besides grape until I got, like middle school age. I thought it was only grape.
you know
Oh,
what's
Oh
for
man,
funny
like
Only
real?
grape.
strawberry?
about grape jelly?
I like grape
I
jelly and
I like
strawberry
I
preserve.
like grape jelly, but
Strawberry.
I really love apple jelly.
Oh, apple
Oh,
jelly's
that's
good
good. I
too.
like
On
jelly.
toast, apple
I
Yes,
jelly on
Yeah.
love
toast, yeah.
apple jelly.
yes.
With
Yes.
that
And
butter
I
toast.
don't know how
Corn.
grape
Oh,
I don't
don't
know how
talk about
grape
that up
became more popular than apple because apple jelly to me is better than grape jelly.
I
Yeah.
It's
like
that
Oh,
strawberry
purple.
best.
I
Mike
don't I
says
guess
that
it's the
he can
color
eat meat
because
24. Huh? You can eat meat 24/7, Mike, all day long. Really? All day long. Eat meat all day long,
yeah,
every day.
yeah.
I can go without meat.
I can go with
I can
Me
go
every.
without
too.
meat. I can't eat meat all the time.
Uh-uh,
Yeah, me neither.
no.
You ain't
That's
Mm-mm.
an
never
easy
been
one.
hungry.
Now I can
Here's
eat
the thing.
fish all day
Here's the
long.
thing. Here's the thing about eating meat. That that really changed the way I eat. What I found out is if I eat a meal that is meat based,
Uh,
just protein and fat. When I get full, and when I get full, I'm done.
mm,
And I'm done for hours. I don't get hungry.
me too,
I
Duval.
don't have cravings or nothing. I'm done and I'm done for hours. And if I eat another meal that's just meat and fat, I get full and I'm done for hours. And I'm satisfied. If I eat a meal that has got carbs of any kind in it, I get up from the table looking for something else to eat.
mm.
Mm.
Meat absolutely cuts your appetite if that's all you eat. Absolutely cuts it.
Not me.
And I mean, that's me. That's just me. I'm not saying
Yeah,
it works
yeah,
for
yeah,
everybody.
yeah. No worries.
Yeah, I'm not saying it works for everybody, but it works for me. And that has been a game changer in my health. When
Yeah,
I don't eat the carbs, I do so much better.
yeah. But the carbs is worse for you, so that's pretty good. At least you're getting the
Mike says
protein
he's the
that
same
you
way.
Hmm?
Felicia. Mike says that he's the same way.
I'm getting down to the bottom, y'all. I know I'm way behind. 18 is
Mm.
pretty
I'm
good.
just I'm just scared it's gonna mess with me as a man. I be thinking it's gonna block up your arteries and stuff.
What
I'm sorry.
the eggs?
My
Oh, I
Yeah.
love
I'm
apple
scared it's
jelly,
gonna mess
GG
up that
honey.
blood circulation. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Yeah.
Me
I
too.
know
GG.
On
better.
toast.
Probably said
Yes.
that's the
All
hardest
I
thing.
would say
Yeah.
is go to the National Institutes of Health and look up um, the Harvard cholesterol study reveal.
Mm.
Because what happened was the doctors who did that study were paid off
Mm-mm.
to say that cholesterol caused heart um caused
Heart disease.
heart disease. They were paid to say that.
Mm.
There was no evidence in the reporting. If you read the report itself, there was no evidence in the report that connected cholesterol to heart disease. But
Mm.
they made that conclusion because they were paid to make that conclusion. And in 20, I think it was 2020, it was either 2022, 2018, they came out with the documents, the internal documents that said that they were paid off to make that conclusion.
GT, you
I
didn't
am
commit.
impressed, Felicia. A lot of people don't know that, but I
Oh,
didn't.
it's
I
there.
didn't know that.
It's out
It's
there if
not
you
just
want to find it.
cholesterol. It's just not cholesterol. They were also paid off about the whole diabetes debate too. There were
And this
several.
was for the purpose of
What?
to sell the
Yeah,
medication to people to make money off of them.
Everything is about
Actually,
making money.
actually, it wasn't the drug companies who were behind it. It was the
No.
sugar and industry. It was Nestle and Kellogg and Coke. Um, it was those industries that were putting out the even the nutritional guidelines that had the base of grains and breads. It was though that's who was putting it out because they were promoting kids cereals.
Mm-hmm.
Kids cereals. You hear me?
Oh yeah.
For breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to do that, they had to demonize meat. In
Mm.
order to promote
Names of
sugar,
salt
they
and
had to
sodium.
demonize meat. But here's the other thing, GT Junior. There's a
Mm-hmm.
test you can ask your doctor for. There's a test where they can actually scan and look at your arteries and tell you if they're clogged or you have clogged issues.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Send it to me in the email. What is it called?
I don't know what it's called, but I can find out.
Oh.
If you really want to know, Dr. Tony, what's his name? It just went out of my head just like that. But anyway, there's a test. It's a simple test. It's like it's a scan. It's a cardiac scan or artery scan that they can actually look at your arteries and see if there's any blockages.
Oh.
Mm.
To see if you have any blockages, any kind of heart disease or anything. A test, a simple test. And it's not like your blood test where they do a blood test and they tell you what your cholesterol is, because just because you have cholesterol in your blood doesn't mean it's causing any problem in your body at all. This one actually shows you if you have, if your arteries are open or if they're blocked or if you have, stuff going on. So that you can actually see it.
Wow.
And the doctors won't even order the test. They'd much rather give you a blood test, say your cholesterol is high, and give you a drug that doesn't do anything for anybody unless they've already had a heart attack.
Oh, I ain't doing the blood pressure pills.
Not blood pressure, cholesterol lowering.
Oh, well, they told me about some pills. Not me, but somebody else was telling me a story. I was like, what? They told me about the side effects. I was like, Lord, no. But how
But
can they be able to do stuff like that to us?
They
Like,
do it.
what
they
country
supposed to
are we?
work for us.
What country do we
Oh,
live in?
yeah. Yeah, we for sale. Monopoly.
What
Yeah.
kind of society do we live in? It's a capitalistic society. It's all about making money. The best way to make money is to get people to buy more. How do you get
Yeah.
people to buy more?
Miseducate them.
Get them hooked on it.
Yep. Make it a habit. Give them a habit. Yep. You're right.
The biggest threat to our health is sugar. Point
Mine's is
blank.
salt.
That is the
No, man.
biggest.
No, sir. No, sir.
Sugar. It's not
No?
even salt. No.
Nope.
It's sugar.
Not salt.
What you
Are we?
mean?
You actually need salt in your body. It has a function in your body. And you can't get it. You can't get it.
And
You have to get it through your diet. Sugar,
Well,
on the other
something.
hand, is something that your body will make if it needs it.
Correct.
but
You are
So
right.
you don't have to ever
salt,
eat any. You don't have to ever eat any sugar. Your body will make it if it needs it. But salt, on the other hand, you have to ingest it, and your body needs it. And you can get salt from your foods because different foods have different levels of salt. The problem that we have with salt is
but
that
the right salt.
white salt, table salt, has all of the other minerals taken out of it, and it's out of balance.
Right.
If you can get salt that has all the minerals still in it and it's imbalanced, then it doesn't cause the same problems that bleached white salt does.
So you need some sea salt or something like that.
You can
Not
use
Himalayan salt. Huh?
Celtic salt.
Celtic
Celtic
salt.
salt is the best salt. Celtic salt is the best salt. That's the best salt. That is the one that's closest to the natural mineral salt that our body requires.
Because I'm eating the wrong salt.
Himalayan salt, sea salt.
But GT Junior, you can order Celtic salt from Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to Amazing today. I got paid today, so yeah.
You can order
They paid
Celtic
us
salt.
early.
I use real salt, Redmond's real salt. I use Himalayan pink salt. Um, I haven't used Celtic salt, but they do have it at our health food store, so I'm going to try that. But what I found is that if
All
you
right, Bone Tired. Have a good one.
if you are if you have trouble with salt, you probably are not having a problem with salt. You're probably having a problem with potassium.
Hmm.
Lack
Oh,
of
so I'm. Oh
lack.
no, it. I drink coconut water, so it's not that. Um, Coconut
Then
water got a lot of potassium.
then it's magnesium.
Okay.
Because those minerals balance each other out. It's like
Where I get magnesium from?
watermelon
Come on,
Watermelon,
Google.
seeds.
Come on,
seeds.
Google.
Ions.
Yeah, Google now. Come on. We
These
got a
love.
computer in our hand. Come on, y'all. Where can I get some magnesium?
Oh
There
Lord
you
have
go.
mercy.
You probably got
Yep.
some in your backyard.
You might have some
Several
growing out
plants
in
have
your plants.
magnesium
Yeah.
in it. Several plants.
Probably some fish, like salmon and stuff like that. Do they have magnesium in it?
Why you say that?
And so let's see. So sea salt has 62 minerals. Pink Himalayan salt has 80 minerals in it. So
Right.
switching it from that iodized salt, like she
I
said, that
don't.
was robbed of all the minerals. You'll get minerals from other food
Yeah.
naturally,
Yeah.
and
and
a lot
and
of
and
people
the
are
thing is, it
deficient in
depends
minerals.
on what you're eating. Honestly, it depends on what you're eating. When I don't eat the carbs, when I'm not eating the vegetables, when I'm not eating the grains, when I'm just eating the animal based foods, I need more salt because the plants have salts in them. So if you're eating foods that have, the plants,
Hey, Mike.
have the salts in them, then you don't need to add salt. But when I'm just eating the proteins, I have to add salt.
Really?
Cherries has magnesium. Peach has magnesium.
Hmm.
Um, Apricots has magnesium.
Yeah.
Avocado has magnesium. Bananas,
Yeah.
of course, has magnesium. Eat one every day. Blackberries has magnesium. Spinach, okra,
Hmm.
broccoli, beetroot,
Broccoli.
Yep.
Swiss chard, green bell peppers, all the stuff we're growing,
Mm.
artichokes, greens.
Bonnie, I see your comment about I love meat, but man, it's really expensive. Even chickens went high. What I find is that my grocery bill has gone down since I don't buy veggies hardly at all. Every now and then I'll buy veggies, but since I don't buy grains at all anymore, it's gone way down. And like fruits, I eat seasonal fruits that I can grow. That um a lot of the cost in your groceries is packaged stuff. So once you cut out the packaged stuff, you might find that you have more money to spend on meat. The other thing about meat is that you
Meat
don't
is a
have as much meat
process.
waste as you do with other things.
Well, GT, you're probably full of magnesium because you have wild salmon, halibut. Um, then you have all your nuts. They have they say
Yep.
Mm-mm.
hazelnut.
Mm-mm.
Let's see here. You have all your
Uh
nuts.
uh uh uh.
Is somebody saying something? I'm
Mona
sorry.
said
Mona
Paul.
be saying
Let
She
me
said
just
Paul.
Brazil nuts. Let me go back. Brazil nuts. Y'all, something wrong with y'all. Brazil nuts. We
Something
have
wrong with Mona. Mike
and we have
said
cashews. I don't know what's wrong with them. Cashews,
Mike said GT Jr., the Inuit
walnuts.
Alaskans were healthy living on meat and fat until they started eating carbs. That is true.
So GT,
And they're not the only ones.
you have an array of things that you have the magnesium that you're probably
Right.
eating. Is he
The
still
and
there?
the problem is not the lack of potassium and the lack of magnesium. The problem is the too much sodium. And so what happens is you have to balance it out. I'm not saying that salt is the problem. I'm saying salt that has been stripped of minerals is a problem. But you also don't want to have too much of, you don't want to have an imbalance of it in your system.
And
It's
the issue
carbs that
is
mess them up, just the meat.
malabsorption. Your
Sorry
body
about
is
that,
not
y'all. I'm
Did
absorbing
at
you hear
work.
what I said?
nutrients. It could be
You all
I
right?
fat. You
heard.
could
I
you can
heard
eat
some
all
of
the
it.
food you want. You can eat all the
What?
food you want. If your body is not absorbing those minerals when you eat them, you can eat it all day long. If you
Right.
are malabsorbed, your body is not absorbing those nutrients. You're not gonna get healthy from it. You have to make
Good
sure that
night to
your
you,
gut is
sunshine.
healthy and absorbing minerals
Don't
because
you
your
come in.
body's gonna
Hey,
push it
shit,
right on out.
sunshine. Good night. I didn't know you was here.
I didn't see you, sunshine. Hey.
I'm listening to you,
Good night.
Glamour.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I heard. But yeah, so your gut, it's important about your stomach. You have to make sure that your stomach, that you have the right probiotics and the right gut health, because we have foods that rob us of all of that, and it'll push the nutrients right on out of our body. I think I spoke about that on my other live, because there are certain foods that you eat, and when you eat it, it's telling your body not to absorb any of those nutrients that you're trying to eat. So you can
Backyard Backyard Garden asks what types of meat do I eat? I eat most kinds of meat, but I primarily eat beef, beef, pork, and chicken. But I eat beef most of the time.
beef is high in iron, very very good in iron.
But you're right, gut health is important, and your gut health changes if you cut out if you go on an elimination diet, which is basically what I'm on, is an elimination diet. If you go on an elimination diet, your gut health changes, and and because you are eliminating things that are causing problems, and then when you add things in, you notice what they do to you, and so then you can determine whether or not you want to continue to eat that thing or not. I
Mm.
know for a fact that when I eat grains of any kind, it doesn't matter whether it's wheat or corn or ugh, rice. It doesn't really matter what kind of grain it is. If I eat grains of any kind, I have inflammation in my body and I have pain. So I know I'm going to have a high pain day when I've been eating. When I've been eating bread, I know I'm going to have a high pain day, period. So it's easy for me to cut it out because the pain is gone. I can
Mm-hmm.
walk again. It's easy to not eat that. I mean, every now and then it's like, yeah, I want to have this thing that I really love. But for the most part, I'm like, I'm good. My doctor says cholesterol is a problem, so they gave me a pill. I have to take it every night. Yeah, that's what doctors say. A lot of doctors are saying that. But some doctors are not saying that. And so the question is, why are some doctors saying that cholesterol is not the problem? And here's the thing, what problem is the cholesterol causing? And why are you using cholesterol as a surrogate for the problem? Because cholesterol is not a problem. Your body makes cholesterol. It's absolutely a nutrient that your brain needs to function. So, what problem is it representing? And I would suggest you ask your doctor that. What is the problem? And why are you using cholesterol as a surrogate? Because that's what you're doing. You're using blood cholesterol as a surrogate, but we know our body needs and makes cholesterol. Why would I use a medication to suppress that?
How do we know that these are the questions that we supposed to be asking our doctors? Like, I've never been informed to ask doctors these type of questions that you're talking about. FR.
I don't say that you need to be asking them. I'm saying that
Yes, you did.
I'm suggesting that you might. I'm suggesting that
That
perhaps
sounds like a pretty good one. It sounds like this is great advice.
I'm
And I'm like, how in the
suggesting that
world are we
perhaps
supposed to know? We supposed to be talking to the doctor like this.
you might want to. You don't know. That's the thing. You don't know because when I grew up, we went to the doctor if we had a problem and we trusted them to tell us what the solution was to the problem. But things have changed since then. People are not going into the practice of medicine because they want to help people. They're going into practice of medicine because it's the top paying career choice. If your doctor is in it for the money, then they're going to do things to
Good
help
night,
them make
Bonnie.
money.
Good night,
If
Have a
your
good
Bonnie.
doctor's
day.
in it to
We
help
agree.
people, then they're gonna tell you things that are gonna help you.
Good night.
Good night, Bonnie.
And so my answer to your question, DT Junior, is this: why are you going to the doctor in the first place? If
I
you're
haven't
going
been to the doctor in a while, so I need to
exactly,
go.
Yeah,
so
you
no,
do.
you don't. Obviously, you don't. You haven't been in a while, and you okay?
Now he don't know if he's
You're right.
okay because there are some underlying things that you may not.
How, but how
Let
does
me
he
say
how
this. You
how does
go
he
and let
not
them check
know?
you out. You go get your checkup. Go get your normal checkup. Let them do a blood workup on you and see what comes up with that. Then you start asking the questions behind the blood work. If
But
they say
wait a
you
minute,
got
Miss Gail. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you 99%. But here's the thing that I don't agree with: the test that they're running. How did they develop the test, and who did they use?
that's a question he can ask when he goes and they say we want to do blood work. He goes and they
Because
say we're gonna do
because
blood
if
work.
you're
Then he
telling
asks the
me that
question.
this is normal, it's normal for who? Because I promise you, I absolutely promise you that there was no people that looked like me in that group that you determined what normal was for.
But I
Amen.
don't want something to happen to him, and it's something that was preventable because
Amen to
as
that too.
he, huh?
And I'm not telling him to not take care of himself, to not go to the doctor and to not ask questions. I'm not telling him to not get blood work done or none of those things. What I'm saying to you is that perhaps you should question what that scale of normal, what the normal range is and who is it normal for.
So he
Because
will have to
just
go to the
because you
doctor
tell
to
me
get
that
the test
normal
done first.
cholesterol is this number right here, who is that normal for?
That's what I'm saying. He needs to go and have the test done before he can ask the questions. If they say there is something right in here, your levels are higher, then he can
Higher
ask
than
the question.
who?
But that's what I'm saying. When he go, he can find out. But he needs
Higher
to go.
than who?
He
I mean,
would need to know.
yeah, and I guess that's why
He
I say I
can't sit
agree.
at home and
I
not
say I agree
go.
with you 99%, 98%,
Listen,
maybe
listen. Let me talk.
maybe
Let me talk.
ninety-seven
Let me talk.
percent.
You cannot sit at home and not go to the doctor and get checked up and ask questions about normal levels without going to see what your normal levels are looking like. You got to go first, get checked out, let them say we're going to do blood work. Then they give you with the results. If there's something on there that's questionable, he as an individual needs to ask that question, but he won't know till he goes. You can't sit
I
at home.
agree.
You got heart attack, things like having a stroke. These are silent things, and as we get older, things happen. But we are healthier than our grandparents and our great grandparents were. We're healthier than them, so we don't get the same signs.
I
We're
don't know
doing
that
different
we are
things.
healthier than them.
Well, I think that, in my opinion, we are. In my opinion, I know I'm living longer than a lot of my aunts and uncles and
My great
grandparents.
auntie lived to be 99 years old.
See, that's an individual
Mike said
thing.
they were insane.
It's an individual thing. My bloodline, when they get into their 60s and 70s, they're dropping out. So,
My bloodline
this
does
is my
not my
DNA.
bloodline does not linger. We don't have long enduring illnesses. When we die, we die.
But what I'm saying is each person is an individual. So if like GT, he's a young man, but he does need to go and have himself checked out. I'm just saying this is just my recommendation. If he goes and they say, "Hey, we did your blood work and come in and let's talk about it," when they go
And
to sit down and talk about it, then that's when he asks the questions that you're
and
talking
I
about.
I agree with what you're saying, but the caveat that I give to that is, even if you go and you get the blood work done and they tell you that you're high, low, normal, whatever the whatever it is. The tests that they were doing, the tests were developed using people that don't look like you.
Well, he can ask all those questions when he get there.
I'm
I can
telling you
prevent
that
you
they
going to
are.
her
That
and
they
ask
are.
her.
If that's what the tests are based on. So how can that be the answer for you?
Well, he has to ask that question. That's for him to ask. But he needs to go. And I'm just saying, I would like to see him go if he hasn't been in a while. But an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Go and make sure there isn't anything going wrong. You can't sit at home and say, I ain't going to go because the test is not for me because the people who took the test
But
and
you
they know the
can.
test
That's the
is
thing,
not for me.
though. But
Well,
that's
what
the
they do,
thing. And I stand by this. I stand by it. That's the thing. You can. You can make that decision for yourself.
but you
You
have
can
to be
make that decision
responsible for
for
doing it.
yourself that I'm not going to go because I'm not. Okay, I promise you right now, I'm not going to an orthopedic surgery because I'm not having orthopedic surgery. Period. Point blank.
Well, every time you go to an orthopedic surgeon and I go, that's my choice to have the surgery or not. I turn it down, but I still go. I still
I'm
go to
not
physical
going. Why am I
therapy.
going to go and pay them money when I'm not going to have the surgery?
Well, every time you go, they're not there to give you surgery. Sometimes they're there to say, this is what's wrong. We can fix it with physical therapy. If you know you're hurting and you know sitting around is not helping you, then you will seek help and you
Somebody
will hurt
Google
yourself.
orthopedic surgery. I don't know which one that is.
Mhm.
Huh?
The bone doctors. The
Like if
ones
you
who
have
take
back
the ones
trouble,
who
knee
have the
trouble.
saws who cut your bones and replace it with titanium.
I
Mm.
have been going to an orthopedic surgeon since I was a flight attendant because of injuries that I incurred as a flight attendant. Ain't nobody put no saw on me. So I'm telling you as a living witness, that is not true. It depends on the individual. If you have a situation where you say, yeah, I'm gonna let you saw me because they're gonna ask you. They're gonna tell you, this is what we suggest. You can't they can't make you do anything. And
Right.
if you say
But
no, then
I
they'll
still
say,
stand by though,
they will say,
Miss
here's
Georgia
the
P.
alternative. There's
I
Mhm.
always
still stand
a,
by it though. As an individual, I have the right to say I'm not going to go to an orthopedic surgery because I'm not
you
going to do
have that
anything
right.
that the orthopedic surgeon
That's
is going to say.
you. That's you.
That's as an individual, and as an individual,
Mhm.
GT Junior can sit there in his house and say I'm not going to the doctor because I'm not going to listen to nothing they say anyway.
And he can chew the meat and spit out the bone. He can chew the meat and spit out the bone. That's what the
Right.
old folks say.
That's
Take
his
from it
choice
what you
to
need.
do.
Mm-hmm.
But if
Say it
you do
again. I want to hear it again. I ain't heard that in a long time, Miguel.
Chew the meat and
do the
spit
meat,
out the
it's
bone.
out the
That's
bone.
what you're saying. In any situation
So
in life.
let me say this one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a medical doctor. I am not giving out any medical advice. Please do your research and seek professional help.
I mean, Mike was supposed to put that in there. Did he put it in there already? Mike
He's
usually
probably tending to his wife, huh?
Mike usually puts that in there for me. Um, Mike said research Graham and Kellogg. Both were insane. Yeah,
Uh,
Graham from Graham crackers and Kellogg from Kellogg cereal. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm
that's a
just saying
whole nother.
everybody has to make their own mind up for their own selves.
Thank
You
you,
know, it
I
Mike.
depends on
I
yeah.
agree. I
Mm-hmm.
agree. 100%. I
You
agree.
slow, Mike.
Mhm.
Mike usually
Things
puts it in
going
there for me, and I'm
on.
way out. Do your research. Yeah, that's
And
another
that's
thing
what
too.
we say.
You can now order your own lab work. They finally
Yeah.
allowed you to do that.
It's a lot you can do on your own, but do something. Don't sit around and don't do nothing.
Our
We
ancestors
ain't
didn't
no
eat
spring
junk food.
chicken.
What you say, Verdi? Our ancestors didn't eat junk, which was one of the major problems today. Doctors
That
aren't
part.
taught to cure diseases, but are a band-aid to keep us coming back for more meds.
You
Us
know, so
being in the sun, did that have any contributing factors to us having better health?
Being in the
For
sun,
entertainment
Yeah.
purposes only.
yes
I
and
think
no.
so. I think all that hard labor really extended their life and kept them healthy. And they did a lot of herbal medicine because they didn't have the money for modern medicine or
Our
whatever,
mel-
So I definitely do believe being out there
Thank
really
you,
helped them.
Mike. This is the point I was saying. Most drug trials exclude women.
Oh,
And it's not just the drug trials that exclude women. If you look at, and that's the thing about looking up research. If you want to look at medical research, you can go and you can look at the research and you can read it. Look at the sample. Look at the population that they're studying. Look at who they are studying, and you will see who is included and who is excluded. And then you wonder why they have those results. If you do a study and you only include athletes, how is that going to be your baseline normal? It can't be, because they're athletes. So that can't be your baseline normal. But it's like when they came out with BMI. When they came out with BMI, people were complaining about this can't be right because the elite athletes are all have high BMIs.
Let me ask a question. I'm
Have
looking
you
at
ever
something
heard of
on the chat
Henrietta
here.
Lacks?
Are we giving out? We're not giving out medical advice. I didn't
No.
give out any medical advice. Make sure that everybody understands that. I was just saying GT made a statement about he probably need to go to the doctor, and he hasn't been. I agreed with him that he should go because that's just my opinion. I'm not giving out any medical advice to anyone. Let's make
Yeah.
sure you understand
Oh yeah,
that.
I'm not giving out
And
medical
folks
advice
can
either.
diagnose and
And
things either.
what I choose to do and what you choose to do, that's your choice.
So hey D Mood, how you doing?
Mona, you tired? You look tired, honey.
Did
Mama
look
has
tired.
left the
No,
building.
I'll ask if she okay.
I'm all
You
right.
you all right?
Yeah, I'm
This
okay.
content this content is not intended to be a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Exactly that. All
But
the
we're not
disclaimers
doing
are
that though. We're not
all the
saying
no. We have to put those disclaimers in the chat
okay.
for YouTube to say that
Yeah,
this is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor.
absolutely.
I haven't played one on television. I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night either.
same people have to do that about financial advice too. It's yeah, you have to
Yeah,
put
you
those
have to put it
disclaimers
in
out there.
there to say,
Yeah.
do your own research, find out for yourself. But there is information out there. If you want to find it, there's information out there.
It's
Um,
like with gardening. There's so many different ways to garden, so many different ways that we grow things, and so the disclaimers are real. Yes, we all have our personal preferences into how we do things. Personal preferences as to how we handle our health, handle our wealth.
Absolutely.
It's just so this world is so versatile, and so to each his own. You can hear and listen to the things that people are saying, and like I say, you chew the meat, just take the bone, spit out the bone. You take from it what suits you,
Right.
what suits you.
Or
You
you
know,
can chew the bone if you're one of those people who like to eat bones, but take what you need.
it still ends up being the same
Take
thing.
what you need. Yup, for
Take
sure.
Take what
take
you
what
need.
Yeah.
take what you need from the conversation, and build from that. And
I
that's all
just
it is.
no, I be wanting to know because I'm overweight. I'm 70 pounds overweight, and I feel good for the most part. I'm still able to. I'm definitely not in the same shape I was 10 years ago, but I still feel good. I have little hiccups here and there with, I've been down too quick and I'm like, oh Lord, let me sit my tail down real quick.
Yep, yep,
So,
yep,
besides little stuff like that, I'm pretty Gucci, but
yep.
Well, when you
I be
get to be
wondering.
my age, GC Junior, ask yourself if you were in the same shape you were in 10 years ago.
I know, but I don't want to
You
be this
might be
big.
surprised. You might be surprised. I might be in better shape than I was 10 years ago.
Well, I ain't gonna tell that lie. I know I ain't. So
I can't tell that lie either. I know I ain't.
just
I
be
Well,
know
real
I
10,
over here.
10 years ago, I was 70 pounds heavier.
You know,
Well,
So,
I need to get this weight off me.
and
so
do
there's
what
that
makes you
part.
feel good.
guarantee
So
Now what?
start with
yeah.
your sugar intake. I guarantee if you cut out the things that have a lot of sugar in it, you will see the weight come off.
He
But
not
little
gonna
Debbie gonna put me in
He's not
give me
Hey,
gonna
the
give up his
DTS.
cereal.
when
You don't know who you talking to. GT not giving up
have
his
the
fruity
wellness
pebbles.
consultation,
He
and
not
one of the
giving up his
conditions,
fruity pebbles.
oh, he not giving up what?
His fruity pebbles.
That's the best cereal in the world, though. All the bad stuff in it, best cereal in the world.
When I do
But
consultations, the first thing I tell people is you have to give up the sugar. It is the sugar is the number one thing that is going to be the hardest because you don't realize how much it is in everything.
Sugar is everywhere. It's in everything except meat. But it's funny because they even put it in your meat. If you
Hmm.
buy packaged meat, you can't hardly buy bacon that doesn't have sugar in it or sausage that doesn't have sugar in it. You can't hardly buy
I hear
any
you,
kind of
Duval. I hear
packaged
you.
or any kind of packaged or cured meat that doesn't have sugar in it.
Duval, I
Who
agree with
has
what Duval said, and I
an
agree with
issue
her.
with
But
turmeric, Serena?
hmm, when I go to
Turmeric
the
with-
doctor, I take control of the situation. I don't go in there and let the doctor tell me what. I tell the doctor what. You know, when the doctor try to give me stuff, we go down the list. We go into extreme detail about what that medicine is for. I don't go in there
All
looking for
right,
the
Duval.
doctor to tell me what to do and how to do it. You know, you
Yeah.
people got to stop worshiping these doctors and looking at them like they Jesus don't need no disciples because they're not. You take control because you the boss. You pay bills. Without you, they
Uh,
don't have no money.
um 13 guys running around in the desert hanging out with each other. GT Jr. Verdi said it's okay to eat Fruity Pebbles as long as you don't eat the whole box. Stop at half. Stop
in
at half.
one sitting or in one day?
Stop at half. Why you laughing, Miss? Why you laughing, Miss Fisher? 13
Because I'm
guys
being funny.
together, running around the desert together. Hmm.
Oh,
Just saying.
I'm
my.
I'm just
done with
saying.
That's my mama saying Jesus don't need people act like they Jesus don't need no disciples. I'm just
Jesus
saying
don't need no
that's what
disciples.
they act like. You know.
He said in one sitting, GT Jr. In one sitting. Don't eat the whole box in one sitting. You can have the whole box in one day if you want to, just not in one sitting. But if you eat the whole box in one day, you don't get another box for the next week.
Ooh, I'm glad she said the next month. You weren't gonna make that one.
He's sitting there thinking about it now.
I know. I shouldn't have mentioned him because now he wants some.
You're looking for the box now.
He bought them
And
up.
look, GT Jr. is so funny because I love Fruity Pebbles. That's one of the cereals that I really like to eat is Fruity Pebbles. But I haven't had any in over a year. You hear me? In over a year. That's something
Now
that
she
I have.
gonna get some too.
I'm like, mm. And it's funny too when you talk about cutting out the sugar. It's hard. It's absolutely hard,
It
and
is.
and
People don't
and
realize it.
it's really hard because it's they sneak it in your food in so many ways, and I shouldn't say they, but yeah, they sneak it in your food in so many ways, and excuse me, even infant formulas
Yep.
are are mostly sugar.
Laden with sugar.
They're mostly sugar, and the thing of it is the kids don't need it, and they would do so much better without it. And if we could just get them off, if we could not ever get them get them, if we could never get them on the sugar in the first place, their lives would be so much better in the long run. Because
So we gotta
it's
look at ourselves. How much sugar we intake. The children just follow what we do.
well, they do if that's what you do, but I mean, it's how do you turn it around? How do you turn? That's my question is how do you turn it around?
A little bit at a
One
time.
day at a time.
A little bit at a
And
time.
Like I sit down and go through a whole plan, a 90-day plan with my clients. We start with a 30-day plan, and then we work our way through that 90-day because it does take time. Because most people don't realize how much sugar is in their food. But it's not just in food, it's in medication, it's in everything, drinks. It's in everything. Those gummies that we take as vitamins, that's sugar.
I don't take any gummy vitamins.
The children's
Because it's
vitamins.
just sugar. Because it's just sugar. And
But
that's the
it's
one thing that my kids never did either. I never gave my kids gummy vitamins. I didn't give my kids vitamins. I probably should have given them vitamins, but I didn't give my kids vitamins. I didn't give them sweets. We had sweets. Only sweets we had were fruits. They were allowed sweets, but they were allowed fruits. I mean, on occasion, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they didn't have treats on occasion, but it wasn't an everyday thing. Processed food was not an everyday thing in our house. I got up in the morning and I cooked them breakfast. What they had at school, they had at school. What they had, for snacks and stuff. But that was just not an everyday thing. And you have to teach early and often. That's what we say, early and often. You teach early and often.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Good night, Duval. Have a good evening. Have a good week.
Serena, what is the turmeric paste for? You're saying mention something about turmeric paste. What
Good
is the
night,
turmeric?
Duval.
Good
Oh,
night, Duval.
I think you just use it to make the golden milk.
To make the who?
The golden milk,
What's
golden
that?
tea, turmeric
Oh,
tea,
oh
golden
okay.
tea.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Serena, tell us about the turmeric paste. She said something earlier about the turmeric. I forgot.
Yeah.
Turmeric. Okay, there you go. I continue. Turmeric is interesting too. There's a lot of plant medicines um, that have what is I don't they have pros and cons. They have balancing properties. And so like I say, GT gets me likes to laugh at me because I say it all the time. The dose makes the poison. Um, you don't want to go overboard. Just because
Hey,
something is
D Move.
just because something is good for you doesn't mean you eat more of it. you know,
Right.
Hmm.
um, because
Everything in moderation.
a little bit might be good for you, and a lot of it might be
Bad for you.
really
It
bad
could
for
kill
you.
you.
Yeah. Hey, Dimu. Serena, it's because you're not a moderator, and Jane Doe is a moderator. So Jane Doe can drop links. Um, she can drop links that you can click on, but only moderators can drop clickable links.
Hmm.
So yeah. How did we get to talking about food and
Y'all
medicine?
always talking about
You
food.
over there eating them eggs?
All
I
right.
finished them
Talking about
finally.
jelly
And
and
Mike talking about he
eggs.
had
Got
18
me want some
eggs.
grape jelly toast
I did finish them. Yeah.
this time of night.
I didn't have any grape jelly toast to go with my eggs. I just had eggs and bacon,
But
and
we
my
talked
bacon doesn't
about it.
have any sugar in it.
We
So
got us talking about it. You when you come to
Actually, it
Georgia,
started
bring
with
me some
little
eggs.
Lego over there eating 18 eggs.
I know.
Uh-huh.
actually, little Lego only ate 9 eggs. He cooked 18 for 2 people.
Oh.
9 is still a lot, but not if you're on a carnivore diet. Really, is not. If you're on a carnivore diet, 9 eggs is not a lot.
It's not.
Three
One
times
egg
a
a
day.
day is
It's
a
a
lot.
Okay.
lot to me.
We
Yes, man.
always get on food.
Yeah, we
Always.
do. Yeah, we do. I
We like to eat.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So is it true that some channels won't let you eat on their channel?
Yes.
I mean, for real, what they do? They
For real,
block
for
you or
real.
something?
They
Well,
said that's
I
not a
mean,
mukbang channel.
Look, do you have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom?
no,
Well, if that's the case,
they'll go.
that's where I went. If you wanna know.
Did I not go to that again?
I know I did it to you. That's what they do. They off the stage. They'll take you off the stage
You
just
know
like
my
that.
camera is right over there. I can see you right now.
They take you off the stage and put you back up.
Really? That's crazy though.
Like, what happened?
Well,
Why
it is.
stayed the
It,
back?
it, it
I
is.
was
That's
like,
what some
wait a
people
minute.
do.
They
They
just want to
actually do that. That's so
have
rude.
control, you know.
I
That's
mean, it's
all.
their channel. They can do what they want. Bella, you okay?
True.
I don't doubt that, but I mean that's crazy though. This is just
What's she
YouTube.
choking on?
She not choking. She was asleep and she woke up and startled herself.
Oh,
She's okay.
okay.
She okay. She okay.
Okay. Okay.
She does that sometimes. She wakes up. She be dreaming and running in her dreams and stuff. And she'll wake up and she'll startle herself and it takes a minute for her to get herself back together. She done rolled over. She'll be back sleeping in a minute or so.
Jessica, they have someone going for a snack. Uh-oh.
We always get on food. I love food. Y'all know I do. I love food. I love to cook. I love to eat. And I have to moderate. And I'm not very good at moderation. That's the problem. I'm not good at moderation. Um, the thing that helps me to stay on track is to
Jane, don't say you got everybody going for a snack.
right. I have to do what I have to do to stay on track. Um, and the better when I don't eat well, I don't feel well. That's the fact. That's just a fact for me. When I don't
Yeah.
eat well, I don't feel well. If I eat the wrong things, I have pain. I have pain, I have inflammation, and I'm grumpy and I'm mean and all of those things. Well, I'm grumpy and I'm mean on a regular basis anyway.
I was
So
ready to say.
no, you were not. You know what? I'm not playing with you no more. I'm just not.
See, we started out. You was being mean to me. See, now, not look. She ain't sent me the link, and then didn't even tell me what she had done. Just left me hanging, and looking all goofy and stuff. Being mean, just because she want to be mean.
Who's Nutty Buddy?
Mm. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I think I might make that T-shirt, but I might not make it for you because you said I was mean. You said I was
Now
mean.
y'all see it, you see
You
it.
said I was mean, so I
Right
gotta
off
live
the
up.
track.
Gotta
What
live
you
up to
doing,
my.
Georgia Peanut?
Gotta
Huh?
live up to my reputation.
What you say, baby? What you
So
say?
you dropping seeds?
Oh, yes, ma'am. And see,
You
this
know she
somebody has
is.
said something about you're not supposed to drop seed unless you put them in the ground. See, I have these bags of seeds. Yeah, I'm getting ready to do some more beans. My beans are coming up, so it's time to drop some more. But what I do
Hmm.
That's
to make sure they're valuable, I'm not putting this in no soil and the beans don't come up. I put them in here, and about a couple of 2 or 3 days, I'll know if they're good or not because they'll, germinate in this bag. That's how
Right.
I do my. That's how I do. Like I said, so many ways to skin a cat.
Right.
So you
we
know,
don't skin cats on this channel. Just a disclaimer. There was no cat skinning involved in the live stream tonight. I'm just saying. You know what's
You know
funny?
how
We
people
say a
get.
lot of
You know how
things.
they get, yo.
We say a lot of
It,
things, and we
look,
don't even
that's a old. I
realize.
got a lot of old sayings in me that just come out because I've been around older people all my life that say stuff,
Hmm.
and I've
I was,
always people don't
I
understand,
was,
but yeah, it's just more than one way of doing things. That's what that saying means. So,
I was
We got
at work, and this
poetry.
lady said this thing. She said more money. She that he's got enough more money to burn a wet mule. And my coworker said, "Why would you want to do that?" And I was like, "Nobody would do that." And
These
she
are
was like, "Well,
garden
why would
beans.
you say it if nobody would do?" Anyways, yeah.
These are garden beans. That's
Yeah, I
all.
think
They're
you
bush
might need to
beans,
do that.
and I'm
Yeah,
gonna just put them here and germinate them inside this bag. And they come up real quick when you do it that way. But if they're not
I
in the
got
wood,
Good night,
birds or
Sandrine.
squirrels that are eating the tops off my beans, the leaves.
the squirrels are.
Something
Good night.
squirrels, birds, some
Something.
ate the
Why don't
You
you
whole
made
put
leaf
a
some
off.
bird
homemade
netting or deer
marshmallows.
netting over it?
Huh?
How
Good
you
Put
night,
bird
bring?
netting or
Dreamy.
deer netting over it. Bird netting or deer netting over it, and they can't get
Okay.
protect it with
Yeah.
that.
I need to know.
Yeah, because I definitely don't have anything covered that those
Yeah.
beans.
Oh, I had some.
So I
Listen,
only left my pepper plants alone. They're. I got peppers. I got peppers. They look good. The tomatoes look good.
okay.
Oh my goodness.
My
Jessica,
tomatoes
can you
is
send me some
overgrown, but I don't
marshmallows?
see no tomatoes.
Yeah,
You
I
don't see
got
no tomatoes?
tomatoes.
I
I
think I
got
need to go and
peppers.
prune it.
You know, I did that. I topped them off when I first got them. So now they're all good.
What, your peppers?
Yeah.
I guess I need to go and top mine off now.
But I don't know how far did they get along.
Who, mine? Mine's like 2 feet tall right now. They still small. It ain't look like
Oh,
it's
okay.
trying to do anything or nothing.
I want homemade marshmallows.
You may can top them off then. I would top them because it worked for me. Some people are not topping them, so you decide what works for you. I
I
just
don't ever
follow.
have any get big enough to top. That mine just die.
Right.
Oh,
Your peppers
I've
just
only
died.
had one pepper to do real good, and that was that Bueno Mulatas. Oh my god, them things. Oh my word.
Hey,
And
Ann
And they so pretty.
Haynes.
Hey Ann.
mine's is doing really really good.
Jessica, you gonna send me
Oh,
some
good.
marshmallows, please? Thank you.
Hey, Ian.
you talking about real marshmallows, or you talking about a plant?
She said she made
He
some
makes
marshmallows.
homemade marshmallows.
Like marshmallows, the white kind that you put on like potato souffle and stuff.
Yeah, those, but homemade.
Wow, that's
I,
interesting.
they seem like a lot of work. I'm a lazy cook.
But it comes from the marshmallow plant. I mean, if
I'm
I'm
down.
a lazy cook.
You can make the fudge
Mom, is
marshmallows.
your tomato plant from last year, or is it just a recent plant you grew from seed?
Yep, the one I had from last year, I pulled it up and threw it out
So this one that's
because I
yeah,
not
don't
mine
like
didn't
producing.
it.
survive from last year either.
So the one that you said is not producing any flowers or doesn't have any tomatoes is a new one.
They just now starting to get flowers.
Okay.
But them things is almost taller than me.
Mine are not that big.
Mine is big.
Mine's are
What
huge.
kind of tomato plant is it?
Remember, I had pulled the
Paul
weeds
Robeson.
out. Now that
Oh,
I
the
done
Paul
pulled up
Robeson.
the weeds and everything, is growing like crazy. So that's all right. Give in a couple of days, they gonna get some fertilizer. Yep, sure is.
Well, if it's got flowers, then it'll be. It probably went through a little shock with the heat and night wet weather. But if it has flowers, within 14 days, you should have some fruit on there.
Okay.
And I was told once it starts
Well,
to
I went
flower,
out there today.
to start
Something broke
fertilizing.
it. Broke a piece of it.
Hmm?
Out of the
Why
plant.
would you stop fertilizing once it has flowers?
No, you start fertilizing
Oh, you
once it
start
starts to
fertilizing.
flower. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I fertilized last week so that I could start getting some fruit. I got tired of seeing males. I need to see some females out there. Now I got me a squash coming up there, That thing is starting to get big. So I'm gonna fertilize it again and see what it's gonna do.
Hey, Juanita White. She said all my plants, the sun just burned them. Yeah, I'm having that problem.
You need some
Well, not
shade.
really burn. They're not burning them. It's just the
Is
low
she in like
humidities
your
and the heat
zone?
is drying them
Um,
out.
is she in zone 9?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Jessica, yes,
What
Felicia,
zone are you in, Juanita?
need your address. You have my email. Hey, you got my address too. So don't be sending her something. Don't send me none.
Why you gotta be that way? Why
You
can't you just why you gotta
ain't
be
can't
that way?
let
That's
it
what I
go.
want to know. Why can't you just be happy for me?
I'm happy for you, but I'm on some too.
Can't you be happy for me? Why can't I have something?
You
oh
always
Lord.
I can't have nothing. You can't be happy for me having something. I'm just asking. Chocolate
And
dip
said she
marshmallow.
grow almost
Ooh.
everything, but for some reason no
Woo!
flowers wants to grow for her. She's been trying for
Jessica
5
makes
years.
chocolate dipped stuff.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
let's see what's going on with Miss Ann. Miss Ann Hayes. What grow zone are you in, darling? And what have you been trying to grow? We need to figure out why nothing's growing where you are. We're gonna have
A
to help
lot
Got
of
a
her out.
people
fig
have
tree.
growing
Nice.
this year.
She said she grow almost everything, but for some reason no flowers want to grow for her.
You in Florida, right, Juanita? Right?
Huh? She said trying for
Try
5 years now and
try
nothing.
her
Asking.
fertilizer. Check her soil. Have your
Right.
soil checked. I was told that's the first thing you check is your soil.
And are you growing? A lot of things matter. Are you growing in the ground? Are you growing in the containers? You growing in raised beds? What's your grow zone? All that matters as to how you can
Hmm.
get something started. We want you to have some food. We want you to grow. So we
Hmm.
need to. You're in grow zone 9B.
Now that
Okay.
was some
That's
Juanita.
Juanita.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's not
Julia.
Ann.
They came up. They come up, but some after sprouting, they just die. Yeah, I had that issue sometimes
That
too.
sounds like a
That
soil
means you
issue.
let your soil dry out and you're not keeping
Yeah.
it moist.
Hmm.
Or you have it too moist.
Try
Either
In
direct.
or.
small containers, try it direct
Good
in
night,
the ground.
Birdie. My grapevine was brutally vandalized by deer and they ate all the grapes and all the leaves. D Move.
Oh,
It was
No.
milk. Milk, 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 milk.
I'll be doing a mass mailing on this Thursday. So I got you. Anybody that I'm sending stuff to, I'll be sending stuff out on this Thursday. Make sure I have your
Good night,
email
Birdie.
mailing address.
Well,
What is the
I'm
milk
not gonna
for?
ask for anything because I've received my stuff. So
Oh, you got some
thank
more
you
stuff
very
coming. You
much.
and Felicia both got something coming.
The-
Make
it's for the chocolate, Robin.
Gone in small containers.
you know something that if you're in small containers, I need to know what you were growing because the container probably, if it gets to a certain point and it stops
It's
growing
too
and dies, that
small.
means your container's too small. So we need to know what you were trying to grow.
What? Demu. Night, Birdie. I'll be calling you in a couple of days.
I fixed my deer problem, no chemicals or anything. I bet you
Good
did fix
night.
it.
What did she
Oh
do?
no, no, I know you ain't do nothing to him because if you
Pew,
ain't gonna kill this
pew,
lady didn't even kill an ant. She seen an ant
pew.
carrying another ant and she picked the ant up and moved it to where it was going.
You kidding? She moved the ant.
No,
She
I
moved
heard
the
her
ant.
tell this story earlier today.
How did you
She
how did you fix your dear problem? All
oh,
kinds of
all kinds of
flowers.
flowers.
Oh, she's trying to grow flowers, not food. Um,
Oh,
Well, Mike just asked a question. Container dry out easy too. Is there mulch on top?
yeah, mulch it.
what did you need me to send you again?
The black the I can't think the fig cutting that you have. The black, is it
And that
blackberry?
could
Black
take.
mission.
I gotta
No.
water it every day. especially that Dollar Tree one.
It's not the Black Mission. It's
Is it black
uh
bears? It's a black bears black.
oh.
And you're doing so you're not doing any food. You're growing flowers. They still need like enough room. How many inches long is your pot? How deep is it? You know, all that matters.
I know, Jessica. I was just teasing.
Black bear, yeah,
Should I put
black
mulch?
bear.
Yes. Mulch is good for retaining moisture if you have a problem. Black beer, he said.
Oh, it's black beer. Okay. I don't know why I'm
T-post
talking
and
about black bear.
fishing line. Oh,
Oh, your veggies are
okay.
doing good. That's
Okay.
good. Thank you, D Move. So if your veggies are doing good, that's most important. As far as your flowers are concerned, may depend on what size container you have them in. And are you feeding them? You got to feed your flowers now. It's like you do your veggies. You have to give them some kind of food,
Yeah.
and they need room to stretch out. The package should tell you how deep the container should be. Or look it up on the internet. Google it. She said animals can't jump what they can't see. Nor raccoons. Okay, she don't block something out.
Right,
You
exactly.
have
She said
to-
T-post and fishing line.
Oh, okay. She says she has no bees here, so I'm trying to have flowers to get bees. Maybe
Okay.
attention different. Okay.
My neighbors feed a deer, and I still can keep my garden safe. Okay.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's hard.
Yeah, that's a problem right there.
Mhm.
We need to take care of those neighbors.
Okay.
Yep. Mike says,
Have a conversation with the neighbors.
"Oh, yeah, you did say that though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting here going, I ain't gonna say that.
Have a conversation with the neighbors. That's all.
Go and take care of them neighbors. Yeah. What you doing feeding them kids? You causing all kinds of problems over here. You need to quit it. Who was that, Mr. Magoo? Okay.
Don't everybody don't know who Mr. Magoo is.
Maybe that's a
Mr.
maybe that's a
Misunderstood.
good thing. Maybe that's a good. Google it.
I'm gonna say they go Google.
And say
It's
some neighbors
muggy
get
here.
aggressive when you
Mike,
walk
I
the
tell
cat
you what,
dog.
this week has been really refreshingly low humidity here. It's just, not low, but lower. It's instead of being 90% humidity is 70% or 60%, which is not low, but it's nice. Even though it's hot outside, you walk outside and you go, whoa, it feels nice. It's hot, but it feels nice. It's not take a deep breath and you drown.
Damn, it's
Mm.
79 degrees outside.
Yeah, our
What?
temperature dropped yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so my mom's what's that montage coming soon?
Montage, yeah.
Is that montage? The move says my garden. Did I miss something? Did it move? It moved. Where did it go to? I was trying to read what he said, but I guess it's gone.
74 degrees here. Tropical storm watch for parts of Texas.
Wow.
Oh, what? There's a tropical storm development possible off of the southeast coast. Okay. I hadn't heard about that. My local weatherman can send me a message and let me know. I'm sure I'll get one tomorrow. Arnold. It's 70 something, 74, I think here. But it's nice. It's really nice out. Um,
And
76%.
I don't know if you see what Mike says that the flowers also need deadheading to keep producing.
Yep, they do. My chrysanthemum out front is beautiful, but I don't deadhead, so I'm lazy. I'm a lazy flower gardener. I just put them in the ground and plant perennials, put them in the ground and let them do what they do. It's going to be 88 by 3 this afternoon, 2 degrees cooler than yesterday. Wow.
I don't have any flowers in my garden. When my plants flower, that's the flowers and the bees come. As a matter of fact, I went out there today to water and to plant, and we talked about all male flowers for the zucchini and squash. Well, guess what? I had several female flowers out there that was producing.
Cool.
They weren't there 2 days ago.
Yeah,
I
Mhm.
mean,
that's
and
nice.
they're getting. I mean, they're about this long. They've been pollinated. I figure the flowers are there to help pollinate the fruit, but the fruit has flowers as well. Now, every now and then I may buy a flower just to put out there, but for the most part, I don't buy flowers to put in my yard.
My flowers are in the front. I have a bunch of a couple of 3 or 4 chrysanthemums in the front little flower box right by my front door. Um, and and I also have some bulbs in there. It had hyacinths and crocuses and daffodils and some, what are those things? Irises. But they're all in the front. My garden's in the back. Those are just curb appeal flowers. Um, for my house. But they're all things that I don't have to do anything to. I don't water them. I don't weed them. I don't do anything to them at all. They're perennials. They come back every year. The irises, I will dig up some and give them away if somebody wants some.
Hi,
That's all.
African Dreamer. Did we speak to you?
Oh, hey, African Dreamer.
Hey Jay,
Welcome, welcome, welcome in.
how you
Mike
doing?
is
He said
normally
Team
dry.
Okra.
My house because of
He got that
AC.
okra working out there, y'all.
Yeah, what?
I don't know
That burgundy, he
how.
got burgundy okra.
How are you
I'm hoping
making
I
it through this heat, Mike?
I know. So 95 degrees. It was like 93 here, 92.
Mike's
oh, I
Mike's
love a
air
good
conditioner is
rain, Mike.
broken.
I love a good rain. Listen to the rain.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I did grow this year is sunflowers. I have not planted my sunflowers. I don't know what's wrong with me. I like to grow sunflowers. I don't grow them in my garden or near my garden. I just grow them on the side of my house. I should take that back. On the side of my house where I grow my sunflowers, my Jamaican sorrel, onions, and what are those things called? Ground cherries on that side. It's not even part of my garden. It's on the front of my house is where I grow those things at. But I don't have anything over there this year because my Jamaican sorrel didn't come up. There's an onion over there because there's always an onion over there. But the ground cherries did not do anything this year. So there's nothing over there. I haven't done my sunflowers yet. Mm.
I did do sunflowers. I had to replant the sorrel. A couple of my chamomile finally came up. It was
I've got
good.
chamomile still producing flowers. I've been collecting them almost every day.
Yeah. I hopefully mine keep on growing.
What are you doing with your chamomile, Felicia? You taking it and dehydrating it or what?
I let it dry naturally and then I jar it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just take the flowers because I take the flowers off. Usually in the morning when I go out, I'll just take whatever flowers are out there and I put them in my dehydrator. I have a tray dehydrator a box dehydrator with the
Hmm.
slide out trays. And so I will put stuff in there and just let it dry because the box keeps it from getting dusty and anything. getting on it, but it's got a flow through and it'll dry naturally in there. Okay, Serena says she just poured the water using 2 tablespoons of black pepper along with water, blah blah blah, so by themselves until thick. Creative fan use. Okay, Mike. Okay. Coconut oil, virgin olive oil, pepper mixed together. Night, I suck the air in, and day I reverse to blow it out. I got a basement, so it pulls cooler air from the floor. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I hope you can get that worked out before it gets too hot, because this heat is something else. And then she says,
Hey, you
take
mixing oil and water?
the coconut oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's making a paste. It's a thick paste.
But oil and water?
Yep. It depends on the oil that you use and the other dry ingredients that you have in there. Um, if it'll emulsify or not.
I was
But
gonna say you need an emulsifier because oil and water, no matter what it is not gonna mix.
it depends on the oil. Some oils like well, coconut oil for one can can mix if you are mixing it with a powder to make a paste like and the water will thin it down. It still will separate,
I was
but
gonna say it's still gonna separate.
right, but when you get ready to use it, you just mix it together. You mix it together and then you take it and then you put it back to wherever you're storing it and then you just stir it up before you use it. Some oils you can't even stir it up and get it to mix, but coconut oil, because it solidifies the way it solidifies, sometimes you can get it to do.
Poor D.
No,
Another one is
I've been using that for my skincare, but I've never got it to mix without an emulsifier, ever. Whether I use
I'm not.
fractionated coconut oil
What
or
else did
regular.
she put in there?
She just
But
said water,
she's using
coconut oil.
olive oil, pepper, paste. Oh, she's mixing it into the paste. Hmm. So it's gonna separate, but she's just gonna have to mix it up every time before she uses it.
Hmm. All of those ingredients gonna rise to the top. You're gonna have the oil at the bottom.
Yep.
GT, you're not
Yes,
alone.
ma'am.
This is my snack.
Oh Lord. Y'all
um,
need to read about Post and Kellogg's and Nestle. The
I
the
need
the
to
dark
read. Look, we need to read about
It's a
everything we
dead
get
100
and eat at the
stuff.
store. So
the dark history. Not everything. Not everything.
let's
See,
do.
it's not everything. It's just some things.
I ain't
It's a
got to
lot
read.
of
I can
things.
taste it and tell what's in there. I know what's not supposed to be in there, but I'm still gonna eat it.
I'm not. It's
it's
not
a,
even.
yeah, thank you,
It's
Miss
not even
Gail.
the ingredients. It's not even the ingredients that are the problem. It's the people who. Well, anyway, never mind.
Mm.
Are we doing a 15-minute countdown?
Hey, can I say
Mona,
hey to my?
somebody said stop that. What you doing, Mona?
That Mona, you
Ronnie?
trying to kick us out?
No, I'm about to leave y'all here. That's what I'm about to do.
Okay, I'll take that.
There's 4 chats going on. What does he mean by that? You talking about up in here or somewhere else?
4 people
Oh,
connected.
oh, okay. Oh, it's really 5.
Did I mention I made my
No,
wheat?
GT didn't connect.
Because I didn't get a chance to ask FR.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
I
Mona's.
told you. I told you. Every
You
time we
told
come on
me,
and you see that blue button up
If you
there,
ever see that blue
Mike,
button on
what you
there,
make?
it's
Mike,
Mona's.
what you make?
I,
I'm on Mona's StreamYard.
oh,
If it was
well, I
on my
don't.
if it was on my StreamYard, you wouldn't see that blue button because I don't have that capacity. I'm on Mona's. If you see that button, it's on Mona's, and she done told you.
But I
No,
thought it
Tristan
was.
told
I,
you.
I thought it was yours, Fr. So that's why I was waiting to ask. That's.
but even if she did have a blue button, you are welcome to hit that blue button every time you come up here so you can get your hours. Thank you
I
very
just don't
much.
believe in that.
I
I
do.
believe.
I do.
But
You
that's
No,
why
here with
people have
brother,
it.
and you gonna do what big
but not
sister
every.
say.
Okay,
And
GT Junior.
Yes,
He
ma'am.
be all over. He be in them YouTube
GT
streets.
Junior. When you go
mm,
online and when you go to
mhm.
StreamYard and you create your live stream, it has the thing on it that asks you allow others to connect to their thing. If you don't want people to use it, you say no. So they don't even
Don't
get
let
the
them up.
option. They don't even get the option if you don't want them to use that. But you
It,
are
it-
right. You are right that it is courteous to ask, is it okay if I
exactly.
do that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not you got manners, you were raised.
Yeah. I'm
You
gonna
too,
ask first.
and don't work too hard now out there.
Mona, did you hear what I said to GT?
Uh-uh.
He was raised.
Oh,
You know, and I
Mike,
haven't
what
seen you
you
can't see my
make?
mouth. I don't want to
I
get kicked
love
off the
GT,
panel.
so
He was
it's all
raised.
good with me
That's a me and
because
Mona thing.
he was raised.
Onions,
Cause she has
roasted.
cause she be saying stuff to me and I say cause I was raised.
Oh my God, that
I need to put
sounds
that
so
on a
freaking
t-shirt
good.
because I was raised.
Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
pulled onions and beans today and
Oh,
strawberries.
You
did
did
you
what?
eat onions?
No, I was reading Mike. He made a meatless Monday. It looked so good, and I had a lot of. I have rosemary that's ready to cut. I did onions. I had plenty of strawberries today.
I should have showed my meatless Monday today.
Good deal. Well, my meatless Monday was not meatless. Y'all know I don't do meatless Monday.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not
Good.
a meatless person. But
You know, I be
I do only meat days, but I don't do meatless days.
I'm
Okay.
meatless several days a week.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in
Yeah,
eating meat
at
on
least
a
two
on the daily.
days a week.
Did,
it
did I
just
Lamb,
connect
like
myself?
I cannot.
yes, you
I
did.
cannot have do a wet Wednesday.
Cause I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're up there. Can you
Can
see
I
us at
greet
the
my
top?
people?
Can you see him at the top?
Yep, I see him now.
Yes, you can.
Always.
What's up
You're
with you,
smart.
y'all? It's GT Junior, and I'm chatting with friends. On my way, I just got off work.
GT Junior, you wait
You
until
should have been
5
on here
minutes
I
two
know,
hours
when we
ago.
get ready to shut
Don't
down
come
to
on
connect the
here no
people. We
5 minutes.
still do. We
Get
still doing.
good. It's time to go to
And still
bed.
doing the 7 minute
Good.
countdown. Mike, you hear that? Jane Dell, you hear that?
But I wanted to be able to contribute to the live stream before I, jump
You
on
should have
like
did
that.
that 2 hours ago when you
But
came in those two
doesn't
hours
he get all the
ago.
hours?
No, I
I
don't.
don't
No, I
know. I
don't.
don't
No,
know.
no, 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 I don't.
GT,
I
you
looked
be in
at
these
the
No.
YouTube streets.
You get it from the time that you come on?
correct. I
Are you
looked at
sure?
mine from yes. I'm almost positive. I'm never 100% no, but I'm almost sure that mine started at 2:20 and y'all started at 3 hours. So I think that it
Oh,
starts when you actually
sure, yeah.
join. But
Oh.
can I tell y'all
Mine
about my
started at
day?
2:40.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was your day?
What happened?
So I played softball today. Guess who came out to see me?
Ooh,
My
Nice.
daddy came out there.
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah, Daddy O came out there. Um, Me and one of my individuals went to his church on Saturday. They had my dad does grill wars for
Hmm.
Father's Day or whatever. So
Mhm.
he did. They was talking to my dad, and he was like, "Yeah, your son is okay." I was like, "What?" So my dad. So he asked him when was we gonna play softball, and he told him. And my dad called me. He was like, "Where you at, son?" And I wasn't in his truck. This is his truck because my car put me down. And I was like, no, I'm in the company vehicle. So he came out there. He had his big old camera and stuff, taking pictures and stuff. And I still got ADHD, so I got my music on while I'm out there. You know, I got my little earbuds in, and I know he got something to say. He probably when he see me again. But my first ball, I hit it, but I hit it all the way up. But I hit it so hard, it went up. I'm talking about I stood there instead of running, and the dude didn't catch it, and I just was
Wow.
embarrassed. I was
Oh.
embarrassed. I don't get struck out. I know how to hit. I have good head and eye coordination or whatever it's called or whatever. And then I bobbled the ball when I went to try to help somebody catch it or whatever. And yeah, but then I did do a chop, and I got the first base. And then the guy that came after me, he hit it, and I ran it home. And right before I got home, well, I went to second base. He hit it far enough to where I was looking, and I seen that I can go to third base. And I was like, "Am I still strong enough to go to home plate?" I was like, "Man, let me kick this mug up." I put that mug in third gear. I got about I got about 10 feet away or whatever. I started walking. They said, "GT, run, GT." I said, I'm fat, I can't." It was so funny, and it was just perfect timing because everybody looked at me and was laughing. It was funny, and the people after we finished, it's like a church league or whatever. So after we finished, every people was like they were saying little comments to me because I'm comical. It's life is too short. If I can make a joke, I'm gonna make a joke. I was a class clown when I was in school. I can be very comical as an adult as well. So it was a pretty good day, and it was like he got some good photos because I actually was ready to play. But yeah, I had a good day. It was My dad hasn't seen me play softball since I used to play with the Dandelions when I played baseball when I was like 14 years old. So that was pretty cool. I
That was
appreciate that's a memory I'll never forget, y'all. That was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
that
Awesome.
is all.
Yeah. Um, I plan to do some more planting tonight. I gotta I gotta move some stuff out. I had a good day this morning. 8 o'clock in the morning, I was out there cutting grass, y'all.
Ooh,
Mm.
what was the temp?
Yeah, like 62, maybe
I'm jealous.
58, something like that. Yeah, we don't play around like that. We got them
Oh,
low temps.
we won't see
Yeah, it
that for a
was.
while.
Yeah, it felt good though. And all my neighbors, it was like seven. It was 7:57. I was like, man, is it kind of rude for me to cut the grass before 8 o'clock? I was like, let me find something to do. So I started moving stuff out of the way, putting more gas in the lawnmower, setting up the weed eater and everything. It hit 8:01. I was like, I'm time to cut it, and I had to cut my grass.
You
I
that
ain't sitting
neighbor.
around here.
You that neighbor. I see.
I
Mhm.
I work all day. What? How else am I gonna get it done? If I don't cut it then y'all gonna talk about me because I won't be back home to take care of the grass for what 4 days, five
I don't look
days.
at my neighbor's grass.
Did y'all
Oh,
tell
they be
Protector
looking.
Bacon
They
hello?
look at mine. They look at mine. I've been reported several times to the homeowners association for not cutting my grass, and I'm like,
Oh wow.
Oh, you in a HOA? Oh my
yeah,
Yep,
goodness.
me
uh-huh.
too.
You saying cuss words? Oh my
I
goodness.
know that's
Wow.
right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Professor Bacon. I don't know if I spoke to you, but how you doing?
Hey, Perfection Bacon.
Y'all
So
know what
one of the
this
things,
means.
yeah, but I gotta say something real
Hey,
quick.
diversity love.
Yes, diversity, love. I got one more thing to say though.
Go ahead.
Um, the man. Now I'm trying to think of it. So, oh, look at that. Oh, that one is so cool. But what happened was everybody on my street has a very manicured yard. Like everyone, they're now that's the one. Their yards look good. My yard, when I get a chance, I have to get it done. I don't want nobody to judge me. I already got buckets and planters and raised garden beds everywhere. So I try to, give it a little curb appeal.
I'm
So,
surprised nobody has said anything about my containers that I have on the outside of my fence because um it's frowned upon to have things outside of your fence in our neighborhood.
you just rule breaker, huh? That far.
If they say something about it, I'll put it behind the fence, but until they say something about it, it's gonna stay right where it is because it's convenient.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Yeah, I had a good day though. Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
and then I built it's hot in my garage right now, so I had to build something real quick. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring that video out hopefully tonight. But I had to build some because it was hot for my
Exactly.
chickens, and
It's hot in my garage too, and I'm upset about it.
Mona, where my portable air conditioner at?
What you say?
Look, they ain't even paying attention. Where my portable air conditioner at? You supposed to send me the details.
Oh, I
You
was.
forgot?
I thought they put it up. Okay, I'll send you the information.
Please.
It
Looking
runs
for.
on it runs on USB or on battery.
I need one enough for my tables. I'm gonna be busy.
I got it at Aldi.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, I already got some stuff.
They got the stuff. I need to hang it like this. But it's small enough that you can take it with you.
Hmm.
Does it have a mist?
No, hers does. Mona's does, don't it,
No.
Mona?
Yeah. No.
Oh, you got another one that has a mister.
No. Sandrine was just showing the one with the mister on it.
Oh, maybe Verdi's got a mister. Verdi has a small one that has a mister. Somebody got a small fan that has a mister on it. Mine does not.
yeah, it's still bright. Last night, y'all, I struggled. My oh man, it seemed like the curtain just couldn't be dark enough. 12 o'clock, it still was still kind of light outside.
Wow.
Oh, I struggled last night. I'm sitting up there. I'm sitting up there shaking. My wife kicked me, but I couldn't go to sleep. It was like that light was just that last part of my day.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
one, sir.
yeah, but I need to research double wall greenhouse. I want to
Mm.
add some air to it, air insulation between the two.
Yep.
Hmm.
I had the video, but I don't know where it's at. I was doing all kinds of research to find it, but I don't remember where I put it in my playlist. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna sign off here. GT Junior, you ready to say good night? You got 10 whole
Good
minutes
night,
out.
y'all. Hey, it works when you work it. You know what I mean? Trust the process, y'all.
Good night.
I'll
Takes
see you
patience
guys
to be in the
tonight.
Night.
garden.
Good night.
Take
Good
care,
night,
y'all.
everybody.
Bye.
See y'all next